What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here at New York Toy Fair 2018 at the NECA booth with the Mr. Randy Falk. How are you doing today, Randy?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Very well caffeinated, just so I'm like ready to go.
Day 3. It's on fumes at this point. So
Yeah.
Red Bull and double lattes and
Yep.
whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever assistance we can get. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this booth. You have 2 booths this year, right?
We do. So
Yeah.
much goodness. One booth cannot contain it all.
Yeah.
We a little bit of separation, but it's worked out good. We have all our licensing and our press down here, and then we have all the sales guys writing orders and doing like the retail thing on the other side. So it's good. It's hectic, but it's good.
All right, cool. Yeah, whatever works best, right? Yeah. So you have some new stuff coming out right here, and I was thinking maybe we could start taking a look right over here, starting with the Carrie figure. That looks awesome.
Actually, that's
Or has that been out already?
no, that's new, and it's not Carrie.
Oh, that's not Carrie. Why did I think that was Carrie?
Well, that's a girl in a bloody dress, but
Yeah.
not a prom dress. So this is Laura Moon from American Gods,
Oh.
which is on Stars. It's from the Neil Gaiman
I saw
novel.
the first season.
Yeah, it's pretty sick stuff. So she dies and comes back from the grave, and that
Okay.
is a figure of her in that where the limbs are falling off and she's covered in blood. And that is the first figure from American Gods that we're showing off, which is pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah,
Took me
yeah.
a second to remember, but yeah, I remember
Yeah.
the character now. Yeah,
Yep.
great show. Neil Gaiman. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
good
genius.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Brian Fuller was doing that show, and one season on Stars. I think it comes back again in 19. There'll be another season next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I'm stoked about that. Looks great. You have some new Predator stuff.
We do,
coming?
yeah, always going with Predator. So most importantly, I can't forget we have the new movie in September, Predator
Yeah.
2018. So none of that product can be shown yet, but
Okay.
we have finished sculpts. It's all done. So we'll have that stuff out in August in time for the movie. But in the meantime, we keep going with the expanded universe. Dark Horse, we have the comic stuff. We have the video game, AVP arcade stuff, a full line of Aliens and Predators from the 93 arcade game. We have Dutch and Lynn from the arcade game. We have some new Ultimates from Dark Horse. We have a Golden Angel, which is the Elder origin story from the 1700s. We have Ultimate Ahab. We have the Predator Throne, which was created and designed in-house by our guys, which is really cool.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I remember when we first saw that or posted that on social. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. And then we have a new wave of Kenner aliens, Series 13 with Apone, which is really cool, the Snake Alien and the Scorpion Alien. So
yeah, I was a big fan of those animal aliens back in the day. I had like all those little toys. They had bendy wires in them and all that stuff.
and we have all the tentacles and stuff move on these guys, and all the little hands are pinchers on the spider. We did the mantis and the gorilla about a year and a half, 2 years ago. So this is the next succession, and we're hitting 100 Predator figures this year, 100 different figures total, and then Alien line isn't far behind. We're somewhere in the mid to high 70s. So, I mean, specialty lines from R-rated properties, and we're still,
Yeah.
I mean, nothing goes. Star Wars is like the only thing, and well, I guess now Marvel Legends, but no one goes that deep and has that breadth of character, a line that's running that long. So we're really proud of those. It's good to keep it fresh.
And one thing I want to, speaking of fresh, because we saw on display last year some DC character 2-packs, right, with Predator and Alien. So I was wondering what's the update on those, or if you can give us an update on those DC figures.
They were my personal favorite of Toy Fair 17. We had Batman and the Joker Alien, and we had Armored Batman and the Predator, and so yeah, we hit a stumbling block with one of the 3 components there as far as licensing goes. So you got Fox on the Alien and Predator side, you got Dark Horse on the comics piece, and then you have DC on the Batman, Superman, and also comics piece. So one of the 3 has presented us with some challenges and said no to some things that they originally said yes to. So. But we don't give up easy, and we will find a way to get them out. It may end up being like a con-only type of thing, but we'll, if that does end up being the case, we'll make some available online to the non-attendees, because we always find a way to get the stuff out there, like we've done with Turtles and other stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So hope is not lost. I've tooled them, and I have first shots and test shots that I've even brought home to play with on my dining room table. So there's going to get out there.
So you've done all the work, right? You've done all the work.
Not only have we done all the work, we've spent all the money. Like all the real money comes into cut and steel and getting them into plastic.
Tooling and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
and all that's been done. So unless someone's going to write us a check for all that work, they're going to get out there.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that there is a whole lot to. I mean, and I know this from being at these events that there's a lot more that goes into it than just somebody thinking, "Hey, I want to make a Batman figure. Right. Cool, I'll just get to work on it." There's a lot of components involved that are outside of your control, or you need to negotiate this and that. Everybody needs to be happy and comfortable with it.
Yeah, and we would have never shown them on display or taken. We only took orders on one of them, or taken orders on any of it if we didn't have approval and consent, because that's what the whole business runs on. So last February when that was done, everything was okay, but somewhere along the way, suddenly with one of them it wasn't okay. So whatever. We haven't given up. Numerous meetings. We had a meeting about it today, which unfortunately was one of the reasons I had to bump you to later, but they're still coming, so stay tuned.
As much as we want them, you want us to have them, right?
Yeah, I mean, when people get pissed at us about that, or that we don't have new Godzilla here, like, we're not sitting around sculpting this stuff for our own enjoyment. Like, we're making it for a reason. It's to make it, to produce it. Because if we just sat around doing what we wanted to do, we wouldn't be keeping the lights on or feeding our families, you know?
Yeah. Well, you still love sculpting and all that, but
right,
it's like
but it's a job.
Yeah, it's still a job.
And at the end, we need to make a marketable consumer product that people can go out and buy. So, yes, they are still coming, and yes, we are still working on Godzilla. There's a lot of licensing stuff. Some I can say, some I can't say. I can't throw anyone under the bus. These are our partners, but occasionally you hit some speed bumps, stuff happens. We're working through it, and just be patient.
All right. And then we have some other property. We have a new property with It, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's ever been It figures out there before. I mean,
this is a first, even for the original, the Stephen King mini-series with Tim Curry. Yeah, so we've killed it with horror for years. We've done a lot of Jason, a lot of Freddy, a lot of Leatherface, Chucky. But now we get to have someone new in the homestead, and it's awesome because the 2017 movie was tremendous. We absolutely loved it, and we got to do Pennywise from both the 2017 film and the 1990 film. And these things are going to be out this summer in our Ultimate format. They all have interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands, the balloons, paper boats, everything you could want all in one beautiful package. It's a thrill for us because it's nice to have something new and fresh in the horror realm, and it's great. And there's a sequel on the horizon in 2019.
Awesome.
So it's totally kick-ass. If it does well, hopefully we'll do a quarter scale. We're looking at other variations and characters. So yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, speaking of tip of the iceberg, 'cause I felt like this, it is almost more, kind of lands into a monster movie kind of realm. I mean, it's definitely a horror movie, but it's also like a monster movie, especially with the variations and stuff, and the transformations and everything. So, like, would we expect to see some of those variations of It in the future?
Yeah, definitely. We're looking at stuff either some of those variations possibly as a retail exclusive or a con exclusive, and maybe a deluxe figure with one of the more involved transformation type of things, possibly towards holiday. That would be better as like a deluxe figure. So there will definitely be more. Awesome. Absolutely.
Oh, great. That old Jewish lady from the painting thing was like from the recent. That was the freakiest one. Yeah. Hopefully you guys make one of those.
There's a lot of creepy stuff in there.
There's a lot to work with.
Yeah.
And you have a quarter scale Jason Voorhees over here too.
Yeah. So we haven't done a Jason in that format in about 8 or 9 years, and we've never done one before that's fully articulated. So this is a big deal. We're back with Jason in quarter scale from part 4. He comes with 2 heads, removable mask, 3 different weapons, interchangeable hand, and he's got all the articulation we've been doing in the Ultimate format. So he's got about 30 points of articulation, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then we have a new Ultimate Jason here too from part 2, because we've done 3, 4, and 6. So now we went back and did part 2 with the sack head, and he's got interchangeable heads, he's got a campfire, he's got a ton of accessories, and he's got his mother's decomposing head. We have our accessory set from Friday the 13th hitting retail soon, which has the Camp Crystal Lake sign and the dock and all those environmental pieces to flesh out the displays and the dioramas. We have Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Season 3 hits soon, and our new series of figures is hitting retail at the end of the month.
Do you know the date on season 3 just off the top?
Sunday.
Oh shoot!
Episode.
I haven't finished season 2 yet. I know
Get
it's
on
a
it.
sin.
I
I know.
On Netflix now. There's no excuse.
Yeah, I know. Well, the baby. I got a new baby. So
All right, that's
I'm not
a good excuse. That's a
don't-
good excuse.
Yeah, we haven't been able to finish watching anything.
Burpings and diaper changings. Yeah,
man.
get it out. I know. I got 2 kids, so I know how it is. Yeah, it used to be hard. If you didn't have Stars, you couldn't see it, but now they got it on Netflix. So
That's great.
watch it, and season 3 starts up this Sunday night. So a week from yesterday. That's the 25th, I think.
Okay.
So so we have a new series of figures. We have the Puppet, which is doing really well. We're doing some stuff from Evil Dead 2 still, so that's doing great. Yeah, it's a cool one. 2 heads also, so packing
Great.
a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, and then you have some other pieces right over here. This is from I wanted to say
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth. Right, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, we have a whole Guillermo del Toro signature line, so we have a whole bunch of figures from Pan's. It's 10th anniversary of that. We have the Pale Man. He comes with the throne. We're doing the Fawn. We're doing a diorama of the Labyrinth with the pillars.
Yeah.
You will probably see an Ophelia to close the line out at the end of the year. And we're also going way back to Del Toro's earlier stuff with Devil's Backbone and Santi, the orphan with the bomb. That figure's coming out this spring.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you have some new video game property stuff with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash has been a long time coming. For a couple years we've been catching stuff about that.
Okay.
So, yes, Crash is finally here and where he belongs. So we have the basic figure hitting in April, and then at the show we debuted a first deluxe figure, the hoverboard version, and that one will be out in the summer. And then we're working on other characters from Crash and other versions of Crash. So we have a Jetpack one here, which may end up as a retail exclusive. Crash is a great brand. They haven't had toys in 20 years, and they were never done like this. So super articulated. Even the eyebrows are posable, which is pretty wild.
Posable eyebrows.
Yeah, articulated eyebrows. Yeah, well, we're going to tweet out a picture later today with the eyebrows in all different positions, just showing how much you can change his expression. Wow. And each version of Crash has a different head sculpt too, so there's a lot of unique stuff between them. Yeah. If you'd want to, definitely. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And then more Borderlands stuff too. This is Team Fortress. Sorry, sorry, you guys.
This damn baby. He's taking all your time. But we're back in with Valve. We had done some stuff with them years ago. It's the 10th anniversary for Team Fortress, so we decided to come back, get in business together again, finish the team. Previously, if we did red versions and not blue versions, we're doing the blue versions and vice versa. And then we're also bringing back fan favorites like Chell from Portal and Gordon Freeman from Half-Life.
Awesome, great. And then we get some new, we have some quarter scale stuff over here to our right. That looks incredible.
Yeah, we got our Marvel and DC superheroes, which continue to kill. We have Deadpool. We have Daredevil from the classic comics. We have Wonder Woman from the film, and we have Captain America from the Civil War film. And then we're also doing the fantastic new God of War game on PS4. It comes out mid to late April, and those are at retail now. A quarter scale Kratos and a 7-inch Kratos, and those things are just badass. Whether you play the game or not, those figures are must-haves.
And then you have some you have some other replica pieces right over here on the table too.
Yeah, so these are at retail. There are polyurethane foam. We have the Space Jockey from the original Alien, and we have an Alien's skull. And they're affordable. Instead of the high-end fiberglass and resin stuff, we do the foam pieces that are a couple $100, and certainly within range for people to have in their collection. And the other thing that's in booth 2, which isn't here, Ninja Turtles. There's no debuts at the show, but we have our full line of quarter scale turtles, including Raphael in the disguise.
That's right.
We have our Casey Jones replica mask. We have our Mutant gin canister with lights up and has the green ooze with it. And then we are doing the Foot Soldier and Shredder from the 1990 film companion pieces. Hoped to have Foot for the show, just wasn't quite ready, but we'll show you guys the Foot Soldier in about roughly 4 to 6 weeks from now. End of March, beginning of April, we'll show you the Foot Soldier and start taking orders on it. And then closer to summer, We'll show you the shredder, and we're taking orders on him, and he'll be out for holiday of this year.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're not done.
So one thing I wanted to mention earlier is that because you have the STCC exclusive Turtles and Foot Soldiers and Shredder, are those?
Display, yeah.
Yeah. So those are just on display, but is there a potential retail release for those at all? Or?
Unfortunately, no. But they are here to help show off the retail release of that incredible diorama that we have over there. So
gotcha.
people have been asking for years. The diorama is going to become a consumer product that you can buy, and we're keeping it just urban and fairly non-license specific. So if you buy Marvel or DC, or you want RoboCop in there, Batman, whatever, will all fit. So we want to see people buying that diorama with their 112s, with their Marvel Legends, with their DCU, and really just having fun with it. Nice, it's 3 levels, easily fits 25 to 30 figures, and there's nothing else out there like that. And we plan, obviously, make it as affordable as possible. We're shooting for like $100 retail on that.
Oh, not bad.
So not bad at all.
Size.
Yeah, I mean, there's people out there selling cardboard backdrops for almost the same amount of money, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, with the crazy paint apps and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it's going to be good. And beginning, it does well. You know, we'll move into doing some dios for Alien and Predator. We build all this stuff for the show. Now it's finding a way to make it able to be reproduced as a plastic project. You know, this is resin or foam, this and that. But we're going to get some stuff out there in actual ABS plastic that people can put on their shelves and use for display.
Oh, man, it's great. Is there anything else that we missed? You know, there's a whole lot of product, man.
There is. On my side, I think that's it. Certainly our Kid Robot brand keeps growing and killing. They're doing great with like Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers, and our mashups with Mad Balls have done really well.
Oh, yeah.
HeroClix is killing it on the gaming side. So the company just keeps, you know, growing, and every division is kind of, you know, running, firing on all cylinders, and just having fun, making cool toys.
Awesome. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your time, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great stuff out here.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming back and you know, and showing support and helping get the truth out there, what's going on with the DC Dark Horse, and you know, we're still doing it. We're still doing Turtles. We're still doing Godzilla. So, and everything we've shown here is like 6 months. Just wait for the second half of the year. There's much more to come.
Awesome. Well, I'll be sticking tuned. You guys stay tuned. We'll catch you later. New York Toy Fair 2018. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.